What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to Hypno. It's Mr. Joy Road. Hypno 313 is in session. So, I've been getting, just in general, since I became a Trump supporter, I've been getting racial slurs and gay slurs. Now, the racial slurs, I understand because they all brainwashed that Trump is racist. But the gay slurs is something they just come up with on their own and just think that it's okay to do that. Even if I was gay, what's the point of even saying that? Like you think you're better than me? Like I don't understand. So the Democrats think they're better than everybody. From what I noticed, they think they're better than everything. They think they don't have to do research. They think the media speaks the truth, and they just listen to everything they hear and believe it instantly. So I've been called an Uncle Tom for the racial slurs. I've been called Uncle Tom, Ruckus, which Uncle Tom isn't really a racial slur, but they try to use it as one. If you know the real story about Uncle Tom, then it's a compliment. So, but so I've been called, yeah, Uncle Tom, Uncle Ruckus. I've been called Stephen, that is Samuel Jackson and Django. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. A sellout. They call me a sellout. Um, that's not really a racial slur though. They call me a white supremacist. They say I'm a white supremacist, and then they'll comment and be like, they don't like your kind. If that ain't the most racist stuff that you could just say to a person, they don't like your kind. Who says that to another human being? Like, what? This is ridiculous. Like, the racism has just been crazy, and it's all from black people. I have not got any racial slurs or anything from any Caucasians. Not one. Since I've been a Trump supporter, I haven't got one. So I don't understand, and it's because I'm a Trump supporter. I get these racial slurs because of my beliefs. Because of my beliefs. Because I believe in God. I believe in guns. I believe in free speech. Like it's a whole line of lists I can I can list. I believe in unity. I believe in peace and love. Like that's everything the Democrats do not want for America. They want to divide us with this race and racial slurs and whatever they can call us to make themselves feel better because they're insecure about themselves. It's a whole new thing where they think that they're essing on us, they're taking a dump on us, but they're doing that to themselves because they're not awoke and they refuse to be awoke. They refuse to be awakened, and it's just ridiculous, guys. I don't understand how they feel like they're doing any positivity by calling people any type of slur, racial, like gay, any type of slur. What do you get out of it? And that's why I be trying to understand. Like, and they be so happy to do it too. They be so happy, like you fucking Uncle Tom, you freaking Uncle Tom, blah, 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 blah. F Trump, F Trump. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is wrong? They get such pure excitement, just happiness from this. It is crazy because they get to let out whatever anger that they're harvesting in their body, and this is their outlet, one of their outlets that they can use to make themselves feel better. I guess I don't get it, but I guess it works for them for a certain period of time until they realize they like. I promise you, if they get filmed and they watch themselves on film, they won't be happy and proud afterwards. They'll be like, "Dang, this is what I did. I look ridiculous, like ignorant as hell." Like I don't understand why they think they can keep keep this on. Like why keep like antagonizing and prolonging this racism trend that's going on and it's mainly from people of color. Like it's ridiculous. I don't know. That's some racial slurs, right? I get a lot of gay slurs as well. So I get called faggot. I have a video on here that's titled the F Trump girls and BLM supporters called me a faggot. Now they just called me a faggot just because. First of all, let me give you the background of the story. It was a Trump rally that me and Kelvin J, aka Oh Yeah TV, got invited to in Maryland. And we went there, and it was a nice rally. It was very peaceful, except for the few Democrats that was coming through screaming "F Trump" and all that. And there was one lady that actually threw some like cheese balls at me, the puff balls, whatever. She she just threw them at me out of her window of her car. She was driving past because where we were at was at a gas station called Wawa. So she's pulling out, and she's in a passenger, and I'm walking towards the car because we're up and down the block on this specific street. And boom, she throws it. I'm like, I just look at her. I guess she expected me to get mad, try to hit her. I just look at her. I was like, wake up! Like, wake up! Like, this is ridiculous. So, this black people just, man. I just see the black on black crime just skyrocketing now. Like this is gonna get bad, man. Especially like black Democrats against black Republicans. There's no black Republicans out there searching for black Democrats to beat up. Like we don't do that. We protect ourselves. That's why we have the Proud Boys from when Antifa and BLM come around. They're around to protect the Trump supporters and themselves. So we got to have a positive militia. But anyway, so I got called faggot multiple times in person and online. Online, they called me a faggot because I had a picture before the profile picture I have on my Facebook now. It was a profile picture of the rally that I was just speaking about that me and Kelvin J went to, aka Oh Yeah TV, aka Kelvin J Studios. Make sure y'all check them out. We were there together at that event, and we took a picture. We took a picture together. My cousin had his arm over me, just like over me like this. He wasn't all up on me, like I don't know, but he put his arm over me and he took a picture. I'm just standing there, like smiling. We both smiling. So just from that picture alone, one black male from Baltimore called me a faggot, called me a he-she, called me all types of whatever he felt comfortable with, and came to the assumption that I am to him. So it was like I just stopped I stopped commenting back to the guy because he was just like, he's a he-she, da-da-da, and he lives in Alexandria, Virginia. He's from Alexandria, Virginia. That's all I need to know about him. I was like, first of all, that tells me you can't read. Because on my profile on my Facebook, it says I live in Alexandria, Virginia. Under it, literally under it, it says from Detroit, Michigan. 313, baby. So, to my knowledge, Detroit is a way rougher hood and ghetto than Baltimore. So, yeah, he just kept like comparing Baltimore to Detroit, like it's hooder, harder. At the end of the day, that really don't even matter. It's about your mentality and how you're going to progress in life from learning from being in those type of environments. So I'm proud to be where I'm from, but I would never go back there to live. That's just ridiculous. Like that don't even make sense. I'm going to just go back to downgrade, back to where people are most ignorant and just crazy and ruthless and relentless and grimy. Like, don't go to Detroit alone is all I can say. You better go to Detroit with somebody that's from Detroit. Because that's the only way that I can say that you can truly feel safe in Detroit, from my opinion and through my experience of taking people there. So the other gay slurs I get is, I think another dude called me a tranny. I got called a tranny, guys. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like a tranny, really? Like I look like a tranny? Like I don't even understand that. That just don't even make sense to me. Like, I still got my facial hair. Like just looking at me, that just doesn't make sense. Because obviously trannies do all they can, take estrogen and all that, so they don't have facial hair, so they can start to grow boobs and whatever else process that they have that I'm unaware of. Yes, it's been crazy, guys, and I know it's not gonna stop. It's just sad to see so many people of color that just so sleep. And so my profile picture right now is me being at the Million MAGA March. That's coming soon, guys. I was there, and I have lots of footage, which will be coming soon. But I have my profile picture of me there with Black Trump supporters. Famous guy too. I can't remember his name right now, but he's pretty known. He goes to all the Trump everything, Trump rallies, Trump anything related to Trump. He's there for that event, and he always has signs that says blacks for Trump 2020. So he always has those type of signs. And I took the picture with him and made it my profile picture. So I've been getting a lot of like only black people comment on there, and it'll say, there's one dude he said, you all some brainwashed slave-minded men. That's what he said. Brainwashed slave-minded men. And then he put an alien crying under it, like a gif of an alien crying under it. And then a gang of MAGA people was like, what? Like, like that. This is just getting great, man. So I love all the MAGA love I'm getting. There's just so much unconditional love that's just straight coming on there, man. But don't get me wrong, not all Trump supporters are unconditional lovers. So we have some out there that are really racist. So you have to watch out and pick your crowd to your niche, I guess. But for me, I love them all, even if they are racist. They still believe in patriotism, and they believe in America, and they believe in keep America great. So besides their other personal beliefs, and as long as they love God, I'm really cool with them, and I love them anyways. So, man, trying to think of any other than another person trying to fight me. I had a person try to fight me over me being a Trump supporter, which not worth my time. I was just telling the dude, I was like, yeah, man, I love you, man. He's like, no, F you in Trump. That's fine, bro. I still love you. I'm not indulging in no violence. But if you want to swing on me, I have to defend myself. But I'm not about to get up, come towards you, to get in your face. For what? For what? Like, I don't understand why the Democrats always provoke violence. I mean, is it provoke is the right word? Well, they always promote violence. They always promote it. They always saying it's okay that this happened, or making an excuse for them to happen, or bailing them out. Like, this is ridiculous. This is the craziest time in America where you can loot and riot, and rich Democrats will bail you out. They will bail you out so you can do some more of it. So you can keep destroying America, keep America divided. You can keep spreading this negativity and hatred. It's ridiculous. It's almost mind-blowing to the fact that, like, these people really don't care about America? Do they not care about themselves or their children or the future? Like, there's just so many questions I just want to ask a actual smart Democrat that's willing to listen. I'm trying to find somebody that's willing to debate with me on here, because I have one person, but I have to set that up and everything. So I don't mind that happening. It could definitely happen. But I just have to get that set up together. I mean, he's only one person, so I have to get more than one person. I'm gonna figure it out though, guys. I gotta be on the search for some Democrats because they're everywhere, so they ain't hard to find. They really ain't hard to find. But what is hard to find is an educated Democrat who's willing to listen and have an open mind and change a path. Cross on over to the red side, guys. Yeah. So, man, I've been wearing this Uncle Tom hat for too long. I love this Uncle Tom hat. Don't get me wrong. I love my Trump hat more. I do. I love wearing this hat. I love the dirty looks I get. It's just, you can dirty look me all day, but what are you going to say? What are you going to say? I've been waiting on somebody to say something to me. Nobody will say anything to me lately. Like, I've been waiting, man. Come say something to me. Ask me why I support Trump. They don't really care because they so in belief of what they want to believe of what the media. And it's ridiculous. We need to stop all slurs, guys, all racial slurs, stereotypical slurs, gay slurs. We need to stop them all. Cease the slurs. It's just negativity that you're putting out into the world. Remember, negativity comes back to you. Whatever you put out in the world, it comes back to you. So I don't understand what these people are expecting good to come to them for disrespecting people and calling them out their names and lying about them. Spreading all this hatred and evilness will get you nowhere, but you surrounded by more hatred and evil. Do you really want your life to be like that? Like, that's a tough life right there, boy. I ain't trying to be a part of that no more. I left the left. I ain't going back, baby. I ain't going back. I'm telling you. Because it's just, you can just see the open racism. You can just see the open racism. It's just so ridiculous, guys. It's so ridiculous. I don't understand how people are how black people, out of all people, black people, the people that been talking so much trash about the KKK being racist, so much trash about white supremacy, so much trash, so much. And now they're the most racist race. It is beyond me how they could be so hypocritical doing all this stuff right now. Like most black people that are brainwashed are the most hypocritical people out there. Most hypocritical people. So I pray these people wake up from their impression. I hope they pray. I hope they stop slurring people like with these racial, stereotypical, and gay slurs. Get to know people. Talk to a person like a human being. Like, just because I have a Trump hat on don't mean you can't say hi when you walk past. You know how many people that I walk up to and already start a conversation, and then they'll just like, they'll look at my hat and it'll just fuck them up in the head. But they already in the conversation, so they're not going to just stop and be like, or change the conversation. I have not yet one person changed the conversation. And almost every time I interact with somebody, I'm doing a good deed or something nice with somebody, and some people will smile. Some people will mug me right before they walk away. So I'm talking about opening doors when I have the money to give to the homeless. Like, it's just crazy. And then like a person asked me for a cigarette. So from now on, when somebody asks me for a cigarette, I'm gonna ask them, you support Trump? Just to see what they say. And most likely they're gonna say no. And I'm gonna say, why not? Do you have any facts without you saying that the media says he's racist? Why don't you support Trump? Why don't you look into his accomplishments? Why do you don't look into what he's done? If you think he's that bad, look it up. Just see what he's done. He'll tell you all right there. So I think Democrats are scared to do that because they're embarrassed. You should never be embarrassed of anything. It's a wake up moment. It's a moment when you realize I've been lied to my whole life. I don't want to keep getting lied to. In order for me not to keep getting lied to, I have to ignore the lies, do my own research, and then you can spread the truth like I am. I mean, you don't have to be on video, but you can go out and help your family, anybody that you feel need woken up in your family or friends. You can just be like, hey man, here's the facts. Let me break it down for you because this is how the media breaks it down. And this is how I'm gonna break it down with more facts and actual facts versus just hearsay and lies that the media always pertain. And they make it believable for some reason. They just make it believable. But I just wanted to say, guys, that just stop the racial slurs, stop the gay slurs, stop stereotypical slurs. That's not peace and love, is it? How is that peace and love if you're being negative? There's no peace in there. There's no love in that. You're literally making or trying to make somebody feel worse because of how you feel about them and because you don't support their beliefs. I know a lot of Trump supporters don't go out there and be like, hey man, you just a dumb blah blah blah. Like it just I've never seen us go out our way to do that. But Democrats do it all the time. It's like a hobby for them. It's like it's literally a hobby for them. Like they have fun to come into our protests, countering our protests. They have fun coming up to us and saying random stuff, or walking by saying random stuff, or driving by saying random stuff that's negative towards us. Anytime I see any Biden supporter or Democrat, I just laugh. That's all I can do. I laugh. If they want to say something to me, I'm gonna just tell them, I pray for your ignorance. God bless. What else can I do at that moment? Watch Hypno 313, promote my channel, I guess. But most of them aren't really intrigued into anything like this. So it's kind of hard to like even do it, but that's what the channel is here for. It's an option. It's definitely an option. A lot of people like it. Some people don't. Hey, but as long as it's a matter of the fact as it's getting out there, that's all that matters to me. I'm trying to help wake up the world because it is very, very brainwashed right now. And I'm trying to deter people from the media. I'm definitely trying to deter people from the media. You guys need to find another source, which the sources that I have is OAN and Newsmax. So barely Fox News, barely. Like I really don't even trust Fox News no more. So it used to be okay, but then it just started getting worse and worse and worse. So I'm like, I'm just stick to my Newsmax and OAN. You can download that in your Play Store or your Apple Store or whatever. You can get it for free. That's what I'm saying. It's available to anybody and everybody. And it's not biased because they show you the proof. They give you the real facts on what's going on because the mainstream media won't do it. So I'm guessing that's why the Democrats are unknowledgeable about this type of stuff because they refuse to check out those two sources of news. So sucks for them. I hope they come back on to the better side where the real news is. But I'm gonna have to wrap it up, guys. I have a fundraiser. I have a fundraiser on my Facebook page. If you guys would like to donate, I will also put my Cash App name and everything in the description for you guys if you would like to donate. I have merch, lots of merch, lots of merch. So I have merch in the description below. Also check out my graphic designer who actually made I drew my logo, but he actually brought it to life. So make sure you check him out at 616 Graphics on IG. He also has a website that's in the description as well, 616graphics.com. So if you need a logo made, or he has an actual store too, so he can make logos, he can make big old stickers to put on your car. So any type of logo thing that you want to do, he even made this. He made the cartoon version of me on my shirt, and he gave me these shirts. He is also a Trump supporter. So if you guys would like to check him out, that would be dope. Yeah. That's all I have for you today, guys, was them slurs. Make sure you cut them out. Don't be around them. Laugh at them if they say them to you. Pray for their ignorance. That's all you can really do at the end of the day. And let God be with you guys. It's Mr. Joy Road. Thank you for tuning in to Hypno 313. Peace and love.